Hi, this is Lindsey Pope, and this is March 17, 2018. The reason why I'm saying the date is because March 17th has a pretty significant meaning to me. It was this day last year that I walked into the crisis check-in at Shepherd Pratt. The reason why I did that is because 2.5 years before that, I was actually fighting a losing battle. I had made the decision to come off of my antidepressants. I actually really wanted to be a mother. So I was a little worried about side effects, and I came off for that reason. And I wound up just completely being overwhelmed by my emotions. My emotions were completely controlling me. I felt completely just spiritually, mentally, physically ill, every sense of the word. And I actually was, trying a number of things naturally to try to get better. And I was actually looking for a cure, miracle cure. And despite my best efforts, I was still just experiencing these negative thoughts and feelings. And what sort of transpired for me was that I was at first having some thoughts that, maybe it would be nice to die. And I have a very deep faith in God. So I was actually thinking, well, maybe he'll take me out. Maybe I'll get in a car accident, or maybe I'll have some weird disease and I'll die. And that would be kind of refreshing because I'm just so miserable. And then those thoughts started to migrate, and they started to become a little more dangerous. So they started to tell me that I needed to die. And they started giving me ideas and visualizations for how I needed to do that. I'm very fortunate that flagged me, that was very concerning. And I do have, like I was mentioning, a very deep faith with the God of my understanding, who, fortunately for me, is a very loving entity, energy, and he does speak to me, even during these very dark periods. And there's always just that little bit of light, and sometimes it seems like it's only this big, but it's enough to keep me alive. And when I was just completely lost, reached a crisis point where I felt like I had nowhere to go, I actually just turned to him and said, okay, you got me, what do I do? And at that point, he made it very clear to me where I needed to go, and I knew that would entail getting back on medication. So of course, my very stubborn self, who thought that I should have been fine, should have been able to manage everything without it, was not happy with that decision. However, fortunately, I decided to put my trust and faith in God and let him lead the way. So he led me through those doors, and it was absolutely one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. I can tell you that today, 1 year later, I'm actually sitting in my first professional writers conference. I decided that after that experience, I really wanted to start pursuing things that I'm very passionate about, and a talent that God has given me since childhood, that I never really gave myself the freedom to pursue before, because I was too busy torturing myself mentally to let myself do what I really enjoy. So, sitting here today 1 year later is just, I can't even explain the feeling. It's so surreal. But I guess the message that I really want to get out there is that even if you feel completely dark, completely broken, I understand, because I was there too. And I can tell you that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm absolutely not perfect today. I'm still very much a hot mess. But I do feel like, God's had my back. My God of my understanding has had my back. And that's a phenomenal feeling. And when I really rely on that, I feel pretty invincible. And I've just had some amazing people come into my life and really help build me back up from the ground. And I really just want to pay that forward and say that there is hope for you. You are loved. And there is that light at the end of the tunnel. So no matter how small, even if it's you need the magnifying glass. Just really hope you can hang on to that. Because you're worth it and you're special. So I really wish the best for you, and all my love, and you are understood. So just know that you're not alone.